Hi Gemini, this is Wendy from Wendys Tarot. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be asking the cards what's happening for you in regards to love for the rest of October 2025. All right, let's get started. Just as a reminder, these are general readings. It might not resonate for everyone, but if it resonates for you, please give me a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed sometimes in these readings. Also, I wanted to say be careful with scammers. I don't have a channel called Wendys Tarot Collective. My only two channels are Wendys Tarot and Wendy's World. Anything else is fake. All right, here we go. Let's see, Spirit Angels and Guides, please show me what's happening for Gemini in regards to love for the rest of October 2025, please. Let's get one shuffle. What's happening for Gemini in regards to love for the rest of October 2025? All right, Gemini, first card we have here is the Two of Cups. We also have here the Nine of Swords. Uh-oh. And we also have here the Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You seem kind of calm. Hold on. Either you're calm or you're forcing yourself to be calm. It does look a little bit like a forced energy. Let me just clarify. Tell me about the Five of Cups Spirit to the Two of Pentacles. Hold on. Four of Cups to the Eight of Wands. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, and the Ten of Wands. No, you're calm. Yeah, you're kind of in this energy of being independent, being single, focusing on yourself. You're very introverted. You're very quiet. You're connecting to your inner voice, your spirituality, your intuition. You might be kind of like in hermit mode. It looks like you're very isolated. You just want to kind of focus on you, and it doesn't look like you want to be bothered. It looks like you're just minding your own business, living your life, and yeah, being quiet, being very reserved, very reserved, and private. That's also what I'm getting. Like you're not telling anybody about your plans or about your goals or about what you're thinking about doing or what you want to do. It's like you're keeping everything to yourself, and like you're working in private. You're working in secret. Okay. You know, Gemini, it does look like somebody misses you. And it does also look like someone's experiencing a lot of regret here with the Five of Cups. I want to know what they're regretful about. So let me just go ahead and do that. Why is this person feeling regret, Spirit? What is this person regretful about with the Five of Cups, please? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Well, it looks like they regret not doing more, not offering you more, not bringing more to the table. It's like they feel like they fell short. They feel like they should have done more. They feel like they should have done more. Tell me more about this regret with the Five of Cups, Spirit. We have the Fool, and we have the Star. And the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like this person feels like they dropped the ball with you. They took things too light, you know? Almost like they took you for granted, you know? They didn't embrace the opportunity that they had with you. They didn't take action the way they should have. They didn't step up to the plate. They took things too light. They got too confident, basically. Got too confident. Or they got too comfortable. You know, I'm also noticing that this person doesn't really know what they want. I feel like this person's constantly changing their mind about what they want. You know, sometimes they think they know what they want, and then other times they second guess themselves and they kind of change their mind. I think this person knows that because they've been in this indecisive state, you got tired of them, or you got impatient. You know, you lost your patience with them. Um, you don't you, you don't take them seriously anymore. And but I think they know it's because of their lack of effort, their lack of action. So with the Nine of Swords, it kind of looks like this person is feeling a lot of stress because they know that with you, they could have had it all. With the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, like they could have had happiness and, you know, stability, security, a long-term, you know, relationship, a home, a family. Like they could have had it all with you. And they're regretting that that they're experiencing such a huge loss. Let me clarify the Nine of Swords, please, Spirit. We have the Two of Pentacles. Here we go again with that indecisive energy. Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person can't make up their mind, you know? They can't make up their mind. It's driving them crazy, and it's also causing them to lose you, if they haven't already, you know, which they might have already lost you. It might be too late, you know, but we'll see. Yeah, because you're very disconnected. Like your energy feels like you're in your own bubble, you're in your own world, and it looks like you're pretty happy. It looks like you're at peace, you know. It doesn't look like you're stressing out about this person or stressing out about losing an opportunity with this person. Um, but it's because this person never really offered you anything, you know. So you never really got to see the value of them. Or they never, you know, offered you anything of value. So it's not a big loss for you. But this person feels like they're losing a lot or like they lost a lot. And with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like, you know, it's their own fault because the Four of Pentacles is someone who's very stubborn and hard-headed and, you know, someone who can be very like egotistic. Yeah, what was this person's intentions with the Four of Pentacles, Spirit? The World and the Devil. Yeah, it looks like this person has some toxic habits and toxic tendencies that they keep repeating over and over again. One of those, it looks like they have too much ego. You know, they let their ego run the show. They think they're too important. You know, like I feel like this person gives themselves too much importance. Like they expect you to to chase after them. You know. Yeah, they want you to be the one chasing after them and going above and beyond for them. But it looks like you're not that type of person, Gemini. You don't have any need for that. You don't need to be running after anyone or chasing after anyone, as if you depended on that person. You don't depend on anyone. You're very self-sufficient, independent. You know how to handle yourself. You know how to handle being single and being alone. It's not anything torturous for you, like it seems to be for them. Yeah, that's what it is. With the Fool and the Star card, this person wanted to feel, they wanted to be the one who's important, you know. This is someone who likes adoration, you know. They like being praised and adored and chased. So they messed things up with you because of that, and now they're crying about it, apparently, with the Nine of Swords. All right, let's see what's going to happen next. Let's see what else shows up in this reading. Give me a second, I'm just going to clean this up here. All right, Spirit, what else can you tell me for Gemini in regards to what's happening for Gemini October 2025 in love? Page of Wands wanted to show up here. Communication and messages. Looks like you're going to be receiving messages from someone. We have the Page of Swords. Okay. And we have the Ace of Wands. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so this person is going to take action towards you, Gemini, here with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. They're going to communicate with you. And I do see you receiving their messages here with the Page of Swords, okay? Let's see what happens. Tell me about the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Page of Pentacles. You know, this person is going to try to be your friend, Gemini, is what I'm getting here. It looks like that's how they feel it would be the best approach, you know? They don't want to be your friend. Like they want to have a relationship with you, like a full-on relationship with you. But they feel like, let me just try to be friends with Gemini first, you know? I don't want to come on too strongly. Tell me more about this Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, Spirit. It's raining outside, by the way, if you can hear that noise. Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands for Gemini. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, this person's kind of in this energy of, let me get my act together, you know, let me clean myself up, let me do things the right way, you know, let me do things differently. Okay, interesting. Yeah, because this person feels like the way they were acting with you before and or behaving with you before didn't work in their favor. It didn't work in their favor. So they feel like they need to switch things up. They need to change things up if they want to have any success with you. They can't be coming toward you with this player energy. They have to come toward you with the right intentions, with the intentions of wanting to like build with you, you know, slowly build with you, not just like get together with you as soon as possible. It's like they feel like they need to slow it down and develop more of a friendship with you first. Clarify the Page of Swords, Spirit. We have the Moon, Yeah, you're very unsure, Gemini, with the moon here and the page of swords. You're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know. You're very lukewarm about this. All right, we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it looks like you have a pretty good life, Gemini, here with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Male or female, doesn't matter the gender. It kind of looks like you live a stable life, you know? You're well established, you're in control. Looks like some of you win really well. You win a lot of money. You're financially stable. You have a career, a business. You're working towards your life, towards your success, towards your money, your growth, and it kind of looks like you're happy with that. You're doing well, and you're productive. You're being very productive. So this is not really something that you feel like you need. This relationship here, this person or this connection, you know. However, it doesn't look like you're completely closed off to it. It just depends what this person is offering, because you don't want anyone disrupting your peace, and taking away from your stability, you want someone who is at your level, someone who has your same vibration, someone who's all about stability, security, peace. It's like you don't want drama. You don't want issues or problems or chaos. So you're just not sure about what this person is doing here in regards to them trying to develop a friendship with you, is what I'm getting. You're very suspicious. All right, let's move on. Let's see what's going to happen next. I'm raising my voice a little bit just in case you can't hear me through the rain. The rain is pretty loud outside. All right, Spirit, what's going to happen next here for Gemini in regards to love, October 2025, please? This is the final message, by the way. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles that just kind of, fell out of the deck here. What's happening for Gemini for the rest of October 2025 in regards to love? We have Judgment, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So Gemini, with the Knight of Cups, I do see this person really trying to get in your good graces, and develop a connection with you and get close to you. I see this person trying, it looks like they're going to be a little bit more forward in their approach here. They're going to try a little bit harder to get past the friend zone level with you. But it kind of looks like you're not having it, Gemini, with the Judgment card and the Seven of Pentacles. It kind of looks like you're in this energy of nope, 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 no. I work too hard. I work too hard to get where I'm at. I work too hard to build the stability that I have in my life and the peace and the harmony, and I love my space, I love my independence. I'm doing well for myself, I'm working towards my goals, and I don't need players in my life with the Knight of Wands. You're looking at this person as a player. It looks like they're not convincing you of the opposite, At least in the month of October, I don't see this person being able to convince you successfully that they're not a player and that, they're not here to play games with you and they're not here to bring drama into your life. It looks like you're not convinced of that. And because you work so hard to have the stability that you have in your life, it looks like you don't want to take your chances, You don't want to gamble. with what you've already built for yourself. Like, you don't want to take that risk. Yeah, you don't want to take that risk. And I feel like you're also not that, it looks like you're not that into them as well. It's kind of the impression I'm getting. Actually, let me clarify that. I don't know if you're like into them or what. Tell me about the Judgment card, Spirit, for Gemini. We have the Two of Wands. Yeah, it just kind of looks like you have, there's other things that that you prefer to do, you know, that you rather spend your time on or your energy on. You know, they're just not that important to you. Yeah. It's like you have bigger fish to fry, is kind of the vibe I'm getting from you. You have bigger fish to fry. There's better things for you to do with your time. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like you really just want to like keep working on creating that peaceful, stable energy in your life. You know, with the High Priestess, this is peace, tranquility, harmony. Nine of Pentacles, money, stability, security, success, your goals, your work. It looks like you just rather live in that world. Right now, that world is more important to you. The world of peace has more of a priority for you. But how do you feel about this person? I'm just trying to figure that out. How does Gemini feel about this person? I'm not understanding your feelings, Gemini. You're not really revealing anything here about your feelings. How does Gemini feel about this individual? True feelings, please. The Ace of Cups is your feelings? What do you mean? The Ten of Wands. Oh, okay. So you're just kind of fed up. It looks like you're just kind of fed up with love. You're fed up with, relationships, romance, and you've had your fair share of it and you want to break, honestly. It looks like you want to take a break. It looks like you just want to focus on yourself and forget about love and relationships for a good while. Yeah. It's like you're over it, you know? You're over it. You're fed up with it. You're done with it. Okay. It looks like you've had too many bad experiences and too many disappointments to the point where you value your independence more than ever now, you know? Yeah. You value your space, your space, your independence, your peace. You value that more than ever, more than you ever have before. So this person, unfortunately, how are they going to be feeling with this decision here, Spirit? The Hierophant, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hangman, and the Devil, and the Death card. Yeah, it looks like this person's not going to accept no for an answer, Gemini. This person's going to keep trying to get close to you and to convince you to give them a chance. So keep that in mind. It looks like this person still has some gas in the tank to keep chasing you. Okay? All right. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope this reading helped. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Take care.